Hi guys, I'm doing my current foundation routine right now. When it comes to foundation, I'm the type of person that will stick to one foundation until it's done. I don't like to jump around from foundation to foundation or have a whole bunch at a time because I feel like it can go bad a lot faster than other things can. Now eyeshadow, I have a hoarding problem with that because it doesn't go bad. But foundations I like to have about 2 at a time. And right now, I currently have Revlon Colorstay here. This is in shade, what is it, 110 Ivory. And then I also have Royal True Match Super Blendable Makeup in Cool Alabaster C1. My parents got me these two when they went to the States because I live in Canada, because it's a lot cheaper to get it there. These were about $8 each, and here in Canada you'll be paying about $12.99 for these. So it's a lot cheaper to get in the States. So initially I told them to get me the lightest shade they could find, and these were the lightest shades. They got me those, and I thought that both of them pulled a little bit too pink on me, so I wanted to try something, match, like mixing them with something. So I went out and I bought the Colorstay one in medium beige and the L'Oreal True Match in creamy natural, which is 2 shades up from those ones. I tried mixing the Revlon Colorstay with the Ivory one, medium beige. You can see the difference in them there. I tried mixing them and it pulled too yellow, and honestly I don't have time on a daily basis to sit there and mix foundations. And then I got these ones mixed together, and I haven't been working on these ones. I haven't tried mixing them yet or anything. I've just been working on the Revlon Colorstay ones. So I tried that out, and I realized that the Revlon Colorstay, it's a little bit pink, but I can usually warm it up with my bronzer, so it's not as bad. And I can at least work with it over the winter time, and I do get extremely pale over the winter. So this is the foundation I use, and I got it in combination oily. And for my specific skin type, I have oil in my T-zone and really bad dryness around my mouth, above my eyebrows, usually in my eyebrows a lot. I get flakiness, and not so much on my cheeks. Basically oily, and a slight bit oily on my forehead, and then dryness and dryness up here. In the wintertime, summertime, I just have oily skin all the time. So in the wintertime, I like something that's a little bit more moisturizing. I use a heavy duty moisturizer, and I like my foundation to be slightly more moisturizing. Revlon Colorstay definitely isn't super moisturizing, so if you have very dry skin, I wouldn't recommend using it, but for my combination skin, it works perfectly. And then as far as my concealer, which I put on underneath my eyes. I don't use concealer on my face because I really don't have blemishes that I need to cover up very often. So I'll use this concealer, whatever concealer I have on hand, to cover that up if I need it, but I don't need it very often. So the one I've been using is the Maybelline New York Fit Me Concealer in Fair. Looks like this. You can see I've used it quite a bit. I really like this concealer. It sets it goes on my eyes perfectly. It sets, doesn't settle into fine lines. I don't have issues with super heavy under eye bags. Even if I did, I'm not the type of person that likes to completely white out my face or completely cover it or have crazy coverage on it. I just like something to kind of cover it up slightly and to lighten a little bit in my eyes. And this is perfect for that. It's not heavy duty, so if you're looking for something to completely cover up your under eye circles, this isn't for you. But just to give you kind of a layer to brighten, it's nice. The only bad thing is I have the lightest shade, which is Fair, and it's not completely light enough in the winter to highlight under my eyes. It just covers and that's it. So that's the only downfall, and next winter I'll look for something different, but this is definitely something I'll be using in the summer for my under eyes. So I will go ahead and start applying. So I put this under my eyes, and then I go ahead in with 3 different brushes. I'll either take my Sigma tapered kabuki brush or my Sephora foundation brush. I don't like using these for foundation, just my other under eyes, or my Sigma Precision Round. This I'll use if I have more time on my hands to sit there and actually blend my concealer out. I'll use this one if I have a little bit more time to use it under my eyes, and if I really am short for time, I'll use this because it's so big and it just blends it out so easily. So I'm going to kind of use this one just to speed the video up a little bit so you're not sitting here watching me blend my concealer for 18 years. And sometimes I'll bring it up a little bit in here just to kind of get rid of foundation or eyeshadow if I made a mess with it. So there we go. I have that. Then I'm going to go ahead and take my Revlon Colorstay foundation, the lightest shade, Ivory. And then I'll go ahead, pour some in the back of my hand there. Go in with my Sigma Flat Top Synthetic Kabuki. And just put this all over my face. And if you guys can see the little, where is it? Redness there, that's what I mean by the dryness around my mouth. It gets really patchy, gets red, and sore. It sucks. And one thing I did notice about this foundation is that it's extremely freaking hard to get out of your makeup brushes when you wash them. It's a bit ridiculous. I washed all of, because I use my Sigma, these brushes, look like this. I use all these, and it's basically like I can't get it out of these brushes ever, the foundation. I wash them, I'm pouring more in my hand. I wash them probably about 3 times. First time I just use normal shampoo. I use them whenever I go to hotels. I keep the shampoo bottles, the mini ones, and then I go ahead and use those to clean my brushes. So I had that, tried that, didn't get it out. Tried normal Bath & Body Works antibacterial hand soap, didn't work. I used my normal shampoo, didn't work. Used my body wash, didn't work. So I bought Dawn. Oh, that sound is home. I went ahead and bought Dawn dish soap to try to use that, the one that they use and they take stuff off penguins. I thought if it can get stuff off penguins, it can get the foundation out of my brush. But I don't know, we'll see what happens with that. So I'm gonna try that, and if anyone has any recommendations on what they use to get Revlon Colorstay out of their makeup brushes, go ahead and let me know. Because it sticks so much into the brushes. Like, even, it's almost like it's waterproof or water resistant, because the minute water touches the brush, it literally beads off of them. So, I don't get it. So I have that blended in everywhere. I really want to try the Beauty Blender with that foundation to see if it works a little bit better, blends it in easier. I'm perfectly fine using the Sigma brushes right now, but just to try something different. Then I'm going to go ahead and set it, and for that I use, for setting my under eyes, I use my MAC 109 brush with my e.l.f. Complexion Perfection Powder. It just like, it has a green, pink, blue, and then it had yellow over here. You just roll your brush together and you put it under your eyes. I like this one because it's really light, so it helps to lighten this foundation a little bit for me, and my under eyes too. And I got this one, I was having a half off sale, and it's normally $3, and I got it for $1.50, and I think it's a really good powder for $1.50. It sets my foundation, doesn't make it too powdery. It doesn't make it too powdery or cakey looking. I can go ahead and add more throughout the day when I get oily, and it doesn't cake up. I really like it, especially for $1.50. You can't get wrong, and I'll definitely be repurchasing this when they have another 50 off sale. I really like it, and it doesn't stick to dry patches. That's the thing I love the most about it, since I'm such a scaly lizard. Then I go ahead and bronze my face, and for that I've been using my new few of my favorite things palette for Christmas. I use the chocolate Soleil bronzer in it, which is right there. And I really like this bronzer. I use it on my MAC 187 brush. I do find that it's slightly orange. It pulls a little bit orange, but it's nothing horrible. Like, it's not something where you look at me and my face looks like I have an orange line across it. So I don't mind it so much. But when I am done this one, I will be looking for something that's a little bit cooler tone because of how pale I am. But I do think this will be amazing in the summertime when I have a little bit of a tan already. Go ahead. Put this in the contouring spots. Bring it up onto my temples a little bit so I don't have a line in the line. And I add some to my forehead just to warm everything up. And all over, just take whatever's left. Go over my entire face. And I find that when I do this, my face will match my neck a lot better. Then I just take my powder brush again, go over, make sure everything's blended. Then I'm going to go with my blush. And my blush is different almost every day, but something I've really been sticking to, a blush I've been loving, is the Nars Orgasm. I got a little one in a set, just a teeny tiny one, and I've really been liking this. And I take my Sigma powder brush, go ahead, put this on my cheeks. It looks really strong in the camera, but I swear I'm not a crazy blush face. It just looks so strong in the camera. And then if I'm feeling a little crazy, I'll go ahead and add a highlighter. This is MAC Blonde Mineralized Skin Finish. I'll just use the one light side with my Sigma Duo Fiber powder brush. Put it on the cheekbones, nose, forehead. And that's it. That's my everyday foundation routine. It pretty much will stay the same. I would do the exact same thing with my L'Oreal True Match, the exact same products, everything the exact same way with the same brushes. So that wouldn't change. So that is my current foundation routine, and next time I'll change my foundation, I'll make sure to do another one. So I hope you like it. Thanks, guys.